Hello there, people of YouTube. I am Triforce Wisdom 64, and welcome back to Let's Play The Lord of the Rings 3: Return of the King. Last time we played the kind of prologue-y tutorial level, Helm's Deep, which we played as Gandalf. Got a good ranking. Rankings are fair, good, great, and perfect. And completing that unlocked 3 different paths for us. The Path of the King, with the level Paths of the Dead, where we can play as Aragorn, Legolas, or Gimli. Road to Isengard on the Path of the Wizard, where we can play as Gandalf. And Escape from Osgiliath on the Path of the Hobbits, where we can play as Sam. Strangely, not as Frodo. Well, not strangely, but whatever. So, I was going to do this game 2-player, because this game is indeed 2-player, but my other controllers just suck. So, that being said, Path of the King, Paths of the Dead. Aragorn, Legolas, or Gimli. I'm going to go with our main character, Aragorn. Of course, I believe I already explained the controls.
In this war, Sauron must believe we will use the ring against him. This will distract his gaze, weaken his borders, and lure his armies into our trap. For this I prepare a path for the return of Gondor's king. Sauron will be certain Aragorn, Isildur's heir, received the ring of power. Aragorn also carries before him the only weapon Sauron cannot abide, and the only power before which a dead king and his army might bow. To set this trap, Aragorn and his companions must travel to the Dreamable. Deep inside this haunted mountain, they will face terrible trials. They must overcome the wrath of an ancient, cursed realm and summon forth its king. Out of darkness, Aragorn must call an army even Sauron's horde cannot withstand. For in our plans, the living cannot defend Minas Tirith without the fury of those long dead.
The way is shut. It was made by those who are dead, and the dead keep it. The way is shut.
Malice lies heavy in the air.
Okay.
Come, the dead linger on this path, but we must walk it to the end.
Do not
Okay.
fear the dead.
Alright, you can't control the camera, the right stick attacks. So, you walk slowly through this fog. I'm pretty sure you move faster if you just mash the A button to attack. Because again, Xbox.
Spirits of the dead.
Here the spirits of the dead are gonna mess with us. You cannot harm a ghost, except that these are the easiest enemies in the entire game. Just 3 normal attacks will just, well, maybe not. And because this is meant to be the first level you play after Helm's Deep, you get health, little pots from all those bone piles. There will be more. So,
More specters.
Here we're gonna get blocked in. And if you'll remember, pressing the black button next to one of these circles, you will be able to perform an action. If you hold it here, you can hold these and aim them. And when you let it go, you'll let loose with the spears. Those particular spears do not respawn. And there we go, it is destroyed. I think I might turn the volume down a bit. The characters don't really say anything important outside of the cutscenes. And then in the cutscenes, they all talk really quietly. It's kind of annoying.
I have a very bad feeling about this place.
They talk a lot. It's kind of annoying for my commentary, really. Because, you know, I'm so interesting. Anyway. Oh, here, if you hold L, you'll, like, draw your bow. Or you'll prepare your ranged weapon, and then holding down A will charge it. And the longer you hold A, the more powerful it will be. And you just let go of A to fire. Alright, I believe... Wait. I don't remember which way is the right way. As I believe I mentioned in the first episode... I'm saying I believe a lot. As I believe I mentioned in the first episode, get experience for killing enemies, and that little ring down next to my health is my combo meter. You fill the combo meter just by attacking continuously, and at each quarter of the meter being full, you will... I don't remember which way is the right way here. At each quarter of the meter being full, you'll achieve a new, like... or you'll get more points, basically. And if you fill it all the way, you enter perfect mode, where you deal significantly more damage. These enemies have shields, so press Y to get rid of them. Y is the strong attack, of course. I'm playing as Aragorn first just because he's kind of the main character, but he has the worst killing, like, his killing move is so slow. Legolas is the best character in the game, and I am going to play as him as well. His killing move is so fast. In 2-player, my brother would always play Legolas and kill steal from me. Because my killing move was so much slower than his. Also, if you hit the shield guys in the back, you won't break their shield, but you won't actually need to, because you'll just damage them anyways. Level ups and new upgrades are available. Okay, this is the right way. I keep pressing X, or I mean, I should be pressing X. I keep pressing R because I've been playing Bayonetta on the Wii U recently, and that's the dodge button in that game, but R is the killing move, X is parry, and if you just mash it, you will take no damage, because you'll block everything. So you want to alternate attacking and parrying, and there are counter moves, but I don't have them on these characters yet. Dang it. Parry their attacks. Thank you, Gimli. Alright, and now here we mash the black button. And the bridge is lowered. Any health? Yes, there is indeed health. Nice. You don't have a limit on lives, and you get, well, right there, you get checkpoints as you move through the level, and there's no limit on lives. I think I'm going to turn this down more, just because the game volume really isn't important, except during cutscenes. I'm sorry, I guess I didn't think I would, but I guess I might end up having some trouble managing the audio. Oh, here I'm getting excellence, so that's some very nice experience. As you get, there's the little numbers above my health bar there telling you how much experience I have total on the left, and then how much I need to level up on the right. And leveling up unlocks new abilities for you to buy, and you also use experience, which you accumulate for the entire fellowship, not for, like, individual characters, to purchase upgrades, which can be for individual characters, and some of them are only for individual characters, and then, whoa, lag spike. And then some of them are for the entire, you can purchase for the entire fellowship at once and save a lot of experience. So that's always handy, and you want to do that. I don't need that health. It'll stay there. Health that dead enemies drop will despawn, but health that's just lying there will not despawn, so you can usually backtrack and grab it if you get hurt later on. Basically, any of these piles of bones will spawn an enemy, every single one. Archers are always weaker than normal enemies. Always. So let's just keep wailing on these guys. I didn't take any damage during that part. I'm not going to bother going back for the health. Got some swirling mist. I can see that, Legolas. Wait, what was the point of that mist? Whatever. All those little piles of bones that don't look like background bones will spawn enemies. The ones that are clearly pre-rendered part of the background will not spawn enemies. Here, this wall of bones is actually a ladder. Oh, I just jumped back down it by accident. And we're going to be locked in. I'm sorry if my commentary is not so interesting. I had planned this as a 2-player game because it is 2-player, but I have to play it 1-player, and it's a beat 'em up. It's a 3D beat 'em up. There's not a whole lot to commentate on by myself. Here we have a more powerful health bar enemy who will sometimes parry attacks and takes a lot of hits. And gives a lot of experience. And it's pretty easy to build up a combo on them, so it's easy to get a good or an excellent and get a ton of experience. Didn't need to yell that, Aragorn. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I said this in the first part. I have not seen Return of the King, so I'm not totally sure where we are. But I do know that our mission is to get to the King of the Dead and persuade him to be on our side, because otherwise our army, the human army and the elf and the dwarf armies are much too small to fight the dark army of Sauron. Maybe I should have played the Two Towers first. I do own that game. Now I feel stupid. So here, we're gonna need to open that gate, but there's 2 health bar dudes. So let's wail on them first. Let me see if I can get a couple of excellents. Doesn't look like it. Nope. But a couple of goods, and one of them dropped a health bar, and then the thing that spawned, or health pot. And the thing that spawned them also dropped a health pot. Because, again, this is an early level, the game's pretty easy right now. So I guess I'll explain how 2-player works, I guess. So in 2-player, there are no checkpoints, but, so if you, like, die, you have to start all the way from the beginning of the level, but there are lives that you share. One of you can die 1 time as you go through the level, and you will respawn. So you need to ration health and try not to die.
It is a place of great evil.
And there's a lot of spirits that we're not going to fight, but there are also going to be a lot of spirits that we are going to fight. This is the end of the level. We get walled in, and in the top right corner, you'll see a meter that says 0 out of 35. That means that we need to kill 35 ghosts to proceed. And usually when you see that in the game, there will be an infinite number of enemies, but you just need to kill a certain amount. But here, there are like 2 more than that, but that's pretty much it. I'm almost certain that there is a finite amount of enemies here. The ghosts kind of swoop around, really. They look cool. And when they attack, they like swoop all over the place. The game will get much harder later on. Right now, we're in the very early levels. Also, because all 3 of us are over here, all the ghosts... Oh, never mind. I was going to say all the ghosts are coming out of this side. Enemies can also parry your attacks, but they'll never counter-attack you. They'll just kind of block you. And sometimes they'll be able to attack, but they'll never do like an actual counter-attack that does bonus damage like you can do. I don't have that on Aragorn though, I don't think. Or do I? No, I do not. I did not get Orc Bane. Actually, I don't know if these guys count as orcs. I don't think so. Interesting commentary. Well, we'll see at the end of the level when I go to the upgrade screen what upgrades I do and don't have yet. I know you don't get a lot of experience from the beginning of the level and you only level up as Gandalf. You only get experience for characters you're playing as well. So, like, Legolas and Gimli are not getting any experience right now, and even if they killed enemies, which I'm not sure they can do, they don't get experience. But, that was it. That was every enemy, and here we are at the end of the level. We're trapped here like rats, he says.
Anyway, would be fine about now. Aragorn will be forced to rise above fear. For as king, he will need to stand against Sauron's malice and unite all who fear Mordor. Aragorn and his companions must first break the will of the king of the dead. For Isildur cursed him. Now his heir must master his malice. Without this victory, our cause shall be forever lost.
So we leveled up. We leveled up again. And I should believe that that's it. Didn't get any perfects. That's fine. Think we're gonna get a good rating again. Yep. Not bad at all. So we got Aragorn to level 3. Rising Revenge is very nice. If you get knocked down, you can counterattack when you get back up. Strength of Stone increases your health, so you can take more damage before dying. That's also very good. But again, if you buy these for the Fellowship, only characters that are level 3 will, like, get it. Final Judgment. This combo will kill almost any, I think this kills any enemy that you can knock down in the entire game, and it's really cheap. Orcbane is a very good counterattack move that will kill an orc, which are the little guys who aren't as big as humans. So I think I'm going to buy this and Final Judgment, both for the Fellowship. So anyone who I get to level 2 will be able to use those. I don't believe the AI can use any of these. And then this, you hold down the strong attack button and do a powerful move. That's pretty good. I want this though, Gondorian Swordmaster. I believe every character has something like this. With Aragorn, you press L and R together and you get increased damage and you get to perfect mode more quickly. And perfect mode also gives you increased damage, so that is very, very good. I'm out of experience to spend. Oh, oops. So let's get back to the menu. And we unlock the King of the Dead. That's a pretty good length. So, next time on Let's Play Lord of the Rings Return of the King, we will be going not to the King of the Dead, but rather to the first level of the Path of the Wizard, the Road to Isengard. See you guys then.